Good morning, everybody. Rick Steele here on the YouTube channel, PSH Sports Picks. Yes, we've got a bit over a week to go before the NFL final game of the year. Super Bowl 58, San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll have my pick for you in one brief moment and some of the logic on how I've isolated the game for value. I'll cover off a few topics with you and also talk to you about betting the Super Bowl in general. But obviously the fun doesn't end when the NFL season ends. We have NHL and NBA continuing on. After this, March Madness will just be around the corner. And believe it or not, MLB is not that far off as well. So if you'd like to bet what I bet exactly on a daily basis, what I bet myself, you can find those bets every day, two different ways, at the homepage of my website, pshltd.com. Simply click on the Today's Picks button. No signups, no gimmicks, no BS, and total transparency. My records are updated, broken down by sport on a daily basis. And in addition, you could follow me at the Betstamp app. My username there is Rick S. Turn on the notifications, and each and every time I make a bet, I post it to the Betstamp app, and those will be delivered directly to your phone at the same time. It allows you to stay mobile while at the same time never allowing you to miss a bet. I'd also highly encourage you to follow me across social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. My handle is @RickSteele99. This is going to give you all the latest sports betting news in a timely fashion. And at the same time, give you the ability, if you have any questions for me, that's the way to do so through those social media platforms. All that I ever ask for in return, providing you with the free picks, which will always be free. I don't believe in charging for picks. I also don't believe anyone should pay for picks. At the same time, there's a video dedicated to that. But if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, I truly would appreciate that. Simply click on the subscribe button and then turn on the notifications. Videos will continue once the NFL is over. Most importantly, there'll be many more betting tips videos giving you the nuts and bolts, the tools, the techniques, the fundamentals, mindset-wise. Also, how to break down games and analyze them for yourself. All that I ever ask for, again, is to support the channel by subscribing to the channel. Thanking you in advance for that support. I want to put you on a few more winners, help you to avoid some losers, but more importantly, help you to become a long-term, profitable sports bettor. And there'll be picks as well as usual, as I will have now with the Super Bowl pick. But for regular followers of mine, this will be a routine message that I give out every year. For you newbies, well, listen carefully. Yes, it's the Super Bowl, and books are taking 10 days out in advance, $1 million on either side. You think they're fairly confident in what number they have for this particular game? I would say so. So the value is minimal. Yes, you want to have a little bit of action on some props and probably the side or the total. And if so, put some pizza money on it. You know what I mean? Some recreational money, a small fraction of your total unit, because that's what it deserves. I'm not trying to eliminate your enthusiasm and excitement over the game, but the Super Bowl for us is one game. It's the last game of the football year. We've had an excellent NFL season betting-wise. I'm not going to spoil it and load up on a game that is literally a coin flip, and why shouldn't it be? It gets overanalyzed to the nth degree over the course of the 2 weeks. There's not going to be a large fluctuation or value or weakness in the line. And if you really have found some huge value on this game, again, nothing's ever a lock, as we talk about. Risk one unit if you feel that you'd have isolated something that you really like. My bet, which I'll interject now and I'll go into the details in a moment, will be on the San Francisco 49ers over the Kansas City Chiefs, -2, -110. There's little fault to make of, obviously, the Chiefs. They actually have obviously, the superior quarterback. I'm not taking anything away from them. They're on the verge of being a dynasty, if not already. Mahomes, Kelsey, first team Hall of Famers for sure. But matchups and styles do make games and make bets, and I'll tell you why I've isolated and have taken the 49ers in one brief moment. Again, we're sports bettors. We're betting on a daily basis all year long on the sports that we handicap. I can compare this to New Year's Eve when everyone comes out and parties, right? Everyone has an opinion on this game and the wild props that are going to be available. For me, it's just one bet over the course of hundreds that are taking place over the course of the year. The money won or lost on a Super Bowl bet is no different than the money won or lost on an insignificant college basketball game in the middle of February, or a July night where you've won on an MLB bet with two of the worst teams in the league. The money, the green, is exactly the same. Generally speaking, as you've heard me say before, the higher the profile of the game, the less value there's going to be. And as mentioned, the sports books are obviously taking huge amounts on both sides of the game. Again, if you determine that you have not been able to find value or you don't agree with my analysis, again, beat some money, enjoy the game, have some party, take it in with some friends, risk one unit. Let's move on as we continue through the year of 2024 and make it an extremely profitable year. Let's go ahead now and break down this final NFL game for the season as we wrap it up. I just feel that the 49ers have a little more depth. We know how good Kelsey is. The Chiefs lack deep threats, as we know. San Francisco has threats all and up and down their lineup. But not to take that away as well, what we do know is that the Kansas City defense is better than the San Francisco defense. So that's something that we're going to know going in. And we also have a disadvantage at quarterback. But we also know one of the weaknesses for the Chiefs is stopping the run. I do expect McCaffrey to have a very big game, and they're going to rely on him heavily to get to the winner's circle. So that's what I do expect to have happen. If they decide to go ahead, Kansas City, and blitz Purdy, well, actually, Purdy has been pretty good over the course of his brief career against the blitz. So I don't feel that is going to be a concern. If Kansas City decides to stack the line and try and stop McCaffrey, it's just going to open up more of the passing lanes as far as Samuel and Ayuk is concerned, in addition to Kittle for San Francisco. So I'll take the deeper team with a little more balance to end up winning this game. San Francisco is the bet for Super Bowl 58, a little over a week away, -2, -110. Again, before you leave, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. Videos will continue throughout the year with a special emphasis on the betting tips library, which I highly recommend you go and check out. A little less time sensitive, obviously, than the picks videos. And may all the winners be yours. Enjoy the Super Bowl, and I'll be back with you again shortly with another video.